least my face looks clear. Anyway, hello everyone! Let me just move it down a little bit. But let's see. Let me see if I can get the other mic working. Oh, it is! Woohoo! Yay! Welcome back! It's been a while. I saw most of you, in the sub talk, but for those that were not able to make it, this has been quite a long. Oh my God, what's my hair doing? All right. Anyway, I just saw that my buddy, hello, my buddy Tony, he's got like 300 viewers right now. He's been getting some raids from some ESO streamers. They're liking his. I don't know if you've seen my buddy. He does the role play thing. So I was like, role playing, huh? So for the Chapter 5 trial, we're gonna do our own role playing. I am gonna be Makoto. Welcome, Blightweight. That's right. I will be role-playing Makoto, because that's what people want, damn it. You like role-play? You're gonna get role-play. That's right, and people are gonna love it. Get my Makoto voice down. Hey, everybody. That's not right. Yeah. Cool. Alright, I'll start off with story time with, no, that's wrong. Does he even say that? He's got, like, things like, let me correct you. Allow me to disagree. Are you sure? I think that's it. Are you sure? That's what it is. Kindergarten teacher Makoto. Okay, story time. Okay, my landlord, Jim. I've lived in the same place for... No, your statement is false. Might want to think that one over again. Okay, my landlord, Jim. I got my beard trimmed today. Looks good. Looks good. I mean, I got my grays and my patches and all that stuff, but other than that, it's pretty effing fresh. Welcome, Justin Hickson. Thank you. Okay, my landlord, Jim. He's been my landlord for, I guess, coming up on 14 years. I've lived here for a very, very long time. And anyway, where's the story going? He's a landlord. He's basically the lord of the land. Okay, wait, where the hell am I? What am I doing? Who are you people? I'm glad you're here too, Jason. You can maybe make it to the end of my story if my old noggin comes out. Okay, Jim. Anyway, Jim's kind of got a voice. I do a really shitty Jim impression, but he's like, he's like, hello, Chris. Hello, my friend. The thing about talking to Jim is, and I've learned how to kind of get around it, is every talk with Jim is very circular. And the messages he leaves are very circular. I didn't talk to him this morning because I was in a rush. I was like, I hope his voicemail's less than a minute. Because I just called him because my flusher's, it's all messed up in the toilet. I'm just basically like, hey, trying to fix it myself. Just needed to come by. And basically say that he's going to come by later on in the day, it took a minute and a half. And anyway, and when you talk to him on the phone, it's very circular. Let me try to center this guy. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say, like, hey, Jim, the doorknob's not working. He's like, oh, okay, the doorknob's not working. Well, I'll tell you what, I will come by at 4, and yes, I'll take a look at the door, and I'll be there. And when I get there, I will, be able to check out the doorknob and I'll hopefully fix it. So, yeah, so be there at 4 and, I'll look at the door. And it's just circular the entire time. And, I have to basically just kind of say things like, cool, so you'll be by at 4? That's awesome, Jim. Thank you so much. I love Jim to death. We get along really well. But it's just always such a long conversation. Anyway, I tell you that because you're going to see Jim. He's going to walk by. He's not the plumber, he's the landlord. I might have him wave to y'all. He's a very nice man. Going through some health problems, so he's lost a lot of weight. But still kicking, still good. He's right behind you. Also, gosh, it took years of this. Because I nap a lot. I used to nap a whole lot more. And he would say, I'm coming by at this. I would just say, let yourself in. You've got your own key. It's been 8 years. I trust you completely. Because I always ask, is anybody there? And I'm like, no, but you're free to come in. This is a very, you've got your key. You can come in at any time. But boy, no, he always knocks. He knocks, and not just knocks. Will knock and wait. Hello? Chris? Hello? Anyway. And then I'll get up and I'll just have to be like, Jim, just come in. Just come in. And we used to have another dog here that would bark each time. And he would bark. Jim would knock. The dog would bark. Jim would knock some more. And I would just get up in a rage. Like, oh my God. But I can't spaz out on him because I like him. So, anyway. That is what's going on in my life. This week's been, I've got these 1X coming up on Friday. So that's been a lot of rehearsal time. So just been kind of jam-packed. This is the last time I'm going to be acting in a scene for a while. It's a lot of time, and there's some other things I want to accomplish. Next Thursday, I am doing this live announce gig for Jollibee. I think I mentioned this before. But it's a good gig. But I got to be in Pomona at 6 a.m. and we're going until 6:30 p.m. And because he runs into things, because he won't stop licking his paws when he's left alone. He has this cone on, and he's a whole. I know, Charlie. I know it's rough. It's rough, buddy. Until his paws clear up, he has to wear the cone. Come on, Charlie. But he's very clumsy. Come on. You got it. Good job, Charlie. He could have this much space, and he will hit the wall. So it just leaves him to... He'll hit it and go... And when he's got the cone, he will literally just sit there and stare. Anyway, hopefully it's just a few more days of the cone. But we tried to even avoid it. We tried to, we taped his socks on, so he would have socks to keep him, and he got rid of those. He was able to get the tape off them. So it's like, okay, buddy, you gotta do this for your own good. Cool. All right, guys. Ooh, come on, stupid thing. Technical difficulties. Focus on my face. It's right here. It's a beautiful face. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's what it is. Yeah. I got a Build-A-Bear on Sunday named Gonta, who's watching in. He's a froggy. Nice. I like how I say Gonta. Gonta? Who knows? Nobody really knows. To this day. They say it in the game, Chris. We all know. Yeah, let's see how many Tony's got right now. 252. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, Tony. Ha! Still want to be able to rate him. And we'll also be able to say, hey, my guy is going to be a role-playing stream too. So, Tony, you know what you can do? You can eat shit. Happy engagement. Him and Day are now what you call it? Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing? Just kind of came in and just started talking. Oh, Egerston and Fox Sleeps. I'll do your things tonight. I have to be doing our best. Good. Everyone should be doing our best. Let's try our best. I have Megatron tonight. There's a park buyout. So, yeah, I'll be going to the park, man. I'm just glad the event lasts till 11. Because if I'm in Universal past midnight working, I want to kill myself. And I've learned that, so I don't do events that go past midnight. Everyone's like, that's dark. But it's true. Yeah. Well, I'm glad everyone's doing pretty good. Let's do our roll call. Bye. I've got my windows open because it's nice here. All right. Flutterdash is here. Good. Flutterdash isn't here usually for roll call. My dark davas of destruction. We continue on to chapter 4. The trial stage. And now that I have achieved the lofty goal of partner, the only thing I ever wanted in my life, know that it would not be possible, and that beautiful white check mark ensconced in a purple octagon would not be possible without your generous and unwavering support. So let me give you your due. Masked Maestro, Egerston, Shasta, Bird Girl, Sally Necko, Jason Young, Flutterdash, and Frat Goblin. Let us do this together, for it is nearly showtime. All right. Let's do this. What are we playing? Danganronpa? Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's go ahead and do the mic thing. Let's move to what I like to call the crap mic. What everyone else likes to call it. Hello? Oh, come in. Oh yeah, you can come in. It's the cord. Yeah, it's not locked. It's just stuck. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Oh.
I am streaming right now, Jim, and I told everyone about you.
Oh, thanks.
So, yeah, anyway, yeah, everyone say hello to Jim.
Hello. Hey, nice meeting you.
Yeah. Wait, get over here, I think. Wait, let's see. So your face, yeah, there you are.
There.
Okay, awesome.
Hi, everybody. Having a great time, huh?
Yeah, well, we're about to play a video game.
All right. Well, let's take care of it.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Let me make sure everything's
Sure.
kosher with it.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Okie doke.
Thank you. All right. Now, I'm glad you got to meet Jim. Jim's a great guy. All right. What the hell's going on? Okay, I gotta play this game. Who are you people? All right. Jim emote. I would love a Jim emote. Jim's the new MVP. Dangan Jim. Oh, sweet. There we go, guys. You want to see the game? Kyoko Kiri is dead guy. Ooh. Oh I'm the Kano. You know what I'm doing? Oh god. Oh yeah, I should let you know I'm still dying, but I'm getting better. I'm in the death throes of the cough. You know, where you're just hacking up stuff. Hey, but what's a little friendly thing for us? Alright.
Danganronpa.
Uh-oh, it's Sakura. Alright, we're in the midst of the damn trial. Alright, let's see what I was talking about. Alright.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Look, did Hero do this shit?
Tell us the truth, Hero. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
Vienna sausage?
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Oh, speaking of
He's just trying to confuse us.
Hold on, Toko. I gotta tell a cool story. There's a tourist trap at, like, the South Carolina border, called South of the Border. And it has, the billboards leading up to it. Does anyone know, is Clockwork in here? But as you're going down the road, it's, the mascot of them is Pedro. And it's south of the border, and there are all these stupid puns. Like, you're 8 miles from south of the border, you're 81 miles from south of the border. But one of them is a sausage, and it's like, you never sausage a place. And like, you got me that, Pedro. I don't know. You go, and it's such a run-down amusement park, if you can call it that. It's really sad. Alright. Oh, the game didn't crash. I put it on pause.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Clockwork, you know south of the border. Of course you do.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Oh shit, I gotta do this?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh god.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you.
Final strike. Man, that
Show
was
me
easy.
the proof.
This should prove it.
Hit the moment. God, man, I'm awesome today. Got so
I'm
good.
completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Did y'all see me kick ass in that game? Stick skills. Oh, that's right, all our remotes should be coming soon.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then Who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
So proud of yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh my gosh, you admit it?
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her! Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon,
Oh, wow.
just like
Okay.
it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Oh! Now I get it.
That's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Okay.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Actually, I think he is. Those are all
It's
bad
death.
choices.
Death for the one that killed Sakura.
That's what boiling
You're
would
ready to
do.
vote now, right? We know who did it.
Watch a hero
No,
X out face.
I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And
Was it
until
small
we figure
hands?
that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
I rest my case. Oh, I thought that was right.
I got it!
Hell
It's
yeah!
true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
No, it doesn't.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Yeah, hero. That's rather shellfish.
Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
You can't unsub.
He's lying! He's
There.
gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine,
Stop talking with
they
your
must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it!
Dude, I'm crushing
It had to
this.
be Toko, right?
That's right, Joko. More like Joko, because you're a jokester. And a...
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right?
Top 10 stream.
Heroes just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Believe it, sister.
Tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Just solve the case.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see
Sakura.
why, but
Like
okay.
Sakura. Sakura. I get it. Oh boy. Time for quick draw tea. Oh shit.
I didn't.
I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's what I do. Oh, shit. Move back! Alright. Guys, you won't believe this. I was having some technical jiff. There we go. Well, that's good. Alright. Ooh, 2 blows. Well, I guess you could say there she blows. I guarantee you that's a bullet. Guarantee.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit
Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind, and you only hit her.
Yeah.
Just once.
Oh!
No, that's wrong.
Don't it feel so good?
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow,
Thank you, JC,
that doesn't explain why she had
for making
2
me
head
so
wounds.
gifted. I'm so gifted.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
That's right.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Nah, nah, nah.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
That's right.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Remember, guys, one of them was filled with air, which made it heavier. Because even though we think of air as light, it actually has quite a density.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
God, yes, chess pieces. I'm gonna have to do head. Oh, all right, let's spell chess. God, this is stupid. What the? I'm trying to get. I got it.
Now I understand.
Mama going in.
That's it. The chess pieces.
We're looking at another A, guys.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Guys, Byakuya plays chess.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was... the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Oh my god. But these are like the ultimates? What's chess? I'm a troglodyte that's only lived in a cave. Isn't Toko a writer? Does that never come up? Have they never heard checkmate?
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh yeah, it just popped off. I've just been using that because it's getting more. Okay, nice. Right, yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah, that's right. And you're always welcome to come up. Like, I'm here all the time. Or if I'm not here, I trust you completely. Of course. All right, thank you so much, Jim. Do you want to say bye to everybody? Nice. Yeah, just wait. Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you. Everyone loved you, by the way. All right. Bye. All right. Now we can get back to this, but now we have Jim's blessing. He said he hopes we win, so we can't let Jim down.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Welcome, Rich Savino.
Oh,
So the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does Chaz have to do with anything?
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not
All
what I mean.
Gundam's here. I kept knocking it off, and I don't want to damage it, because it's like 3D. So anyway, Gundam's here.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
Oh, thank you, Wyatt, for, Wyatt, petition to replace Makoto with Jim. I would love to be like, you are wrong, my friend. That is incorrect. Jim would be a great protag. He's very nice, kind, trying to get to the honest thing. I would love Jim as the protag. Ultimate landlord, that would be great.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
And Wyatt, thank you for continuing your subscription.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
I don't know if you could hear it, but like the conversation we have it all the time. It's always like talking about what exactly. I'm like, oh yeah. And you can come in at any time.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
The bottle was excited.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
Bring up the air, Makoto! The air in the bag that made it heavy.
And what is this evidence?
Air. There we go.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
And we found out that one of them was heavier due to the air density. Air density? What is that? Well, clearly, Byakuya, you didn't pay attention in physics class. That's going to Danganronpa
What
4.
we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
Air!
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
And the extra glass. But also the air.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside.
We're just going to say it's a little of both.
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces,
The bag did. It comes with
which
your
is
potatoes.
only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
Oh, this is the worst sprite. We thought this... Oh!
For the Tanaka Empire. Please and thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, Rich. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome. No. This is the worst. I think I've explained my point. Oh my god. Awful. Awful, awful.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Clockwork, you're right. Some bowling aficionados.
I got it! bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The only reason you're still here, Kyoko? Because of those knee highs.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can
Good night,
conclude
Jason.
that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but...
Is that a menorah in the background? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. More like Monojuma, am I right, folks? It looks like a menorah! Thank you, Cucklord. We got Cucklord's seal of approval. But yeah, no, it's missing one. But I counted it out. I knew there were 8. But I was like, this joke must go on.
But there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
It's punishment, Lakaya.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
You're about to be made into a Reuben sandwich.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Oh man, it's been a while since I went to a Jewish deli. I love that when you just get corned beef and it's just meat. So many sandwich shops, especially if you go to like a bunch of like fancy sandwich shops in LA. It's like $9 for bread with like a slice of turkey. Not at a Jewish deli.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room.
More like Max in the dark room. Am I right, guys? Isn't the hidden message in that game?
I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Say what?
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
It's not ridiculous at all. Don't spin. I don't know. Alright, what is this? God dang. Oh, shit. Now what? Do I have to choose the bowl? For the Coupe de Grace. What can I say? I am a Frenchman myself. Ha ha!
This donation is sponsored by Chris Plowing Legends. The best in Twitch content.
Thank you so much for the generous donation, Sally. I appreciate it. Give it up for Sally. Real bro. And also, this is brought to you by Chris Plowing Legends. Going through all of your friends, one plow at a time. Halfway through the game, I think I'm more than halfway. Alright, girl. You want to see me get rhythm?
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
Oh, ooh.
No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
Holy God!
That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
Okay.
That's enough!
Where's the other? Oh, I've got a scroll! God, I didn't know you had a scroll! You gotta tell me I got a scroll!
You.
Give me more bullets!
It's a lie!
Okay.
That's
Lock her.
enough!
This should prove it.
That's right, you hold your hair.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
Did you?
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does his handprint look familiar, Toko?
Looks like your teeny tiny hands.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No!
Chessmate.
There's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Straight up?
What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's a
Hero.
So after you left, I jumped out of the locker
Did I ever tell you your name's Hero?
and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
Roar.
And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
How do her eyes glow?
When I saw that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh.
Guess who's back?
It was was your fault after all.
Dude, how come she gets Monokuma music?
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that.
Dude, I wish she had killed
And,
her.
well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle.
Shark face.
Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible.
Owie, you're too pure
She's
for this
terrible.
world.
Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
Watch out, Makotes.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
You know Byakuya and her are gonna...
Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong
You're
as she
afraid of
is,
Mantis him.
she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Why does he fear to say... why does he not say Sakura?
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote. What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
No.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Welcome, bipolar scientist.
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted.
But tell us. All right, guys. All right, cool. I'm gonna take a quick break. And I'm gonna try something. Wait. Let me see if this works. Let's wait. Alright, trying one more thing. I don't know what to do. Anyway. I was trying to roll an ad on y'all. I was gonna throw an ad, but I don't know how to do it. Because I love ads. Oh. Oh, anyway, alright, fine. You win this time. No ad. Whoa, did we get raided? Wait, what's going on? Okay. Okay, let's see. No raid? Oh, wait, I came on it said 148. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties with mine. Alright. Wait, did Did the ad run? Ad run! We did it, guys! What was it for? Was it for something cool? Guys, you gotta pay a movie? I bet it was a great movie. You know the entire reason I want ads is so I can hawk the hell out of the product. I didn't get to see what it was. That's not fun. I want to see the ad too. An energy drink? Was it that Coke one? Because that's awesome, guys. You all should try that product. I'm drinking it right now. Mind Lieber, we're doing a grassroots ad movement. Alright. Alright.
Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
No, I did not, Flutterdash. I know none of this.
Your wish is my command, darling.
One where we just sit around and watch ads together? Alright.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take?
Well then. Alright, let's see.
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf! I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden,
Oh, good.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
We have it.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma.
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Keon!
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Got her!
No, that's wrong.
Oh, you say it too! No, that phone! God, I'm
We
killing
found
this.
Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she
You
was
tell
in
him,
that chair.
Naegi.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it!
Crushing it.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
I'm gonna dab.
The blood
gosh,
by the
come on,
magazines
guys.
is proof of that.
I do it when I feel it. I just don't want to, like, you know, dab for no reason. It's a very special thing.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Welcome, evil Gengar.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Will you dab my sub? Yes.
Then what's the deal?
I'll do a special Ian 322.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
This is dab. No, that
The
just
biggest
screamed at
mystery
me.
of all,
Thank you,
the locked
Japan.
room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Thank you, Japan.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
I think Owie's got something.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group. For the Tanaka Empire!
Ian 322! Bam! There you go, bro.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Welcome, Ian. Oh, shit. Shut up, Kyoko!
Shoot!
I saw her. I think that's it.
For the Tanaka Empire!
I got it!
Hi,
Even before we
Octane
opened
Turd.
the door to the
Welcome!
bedroom,
Woo,
Tina and I
woo.
both got a look inside.
Chugga chug. Thank you, High Octane Turd.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko
Welcome
couldn't
to
have
the
been
Naka
hiding
Empire. You will find us very welcoming.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Not yet.
You're lying.
For the Tanaka
No,
Empire!
she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Thank you, Clockwork, for gifting. Thanks, Olivia. Hype. And welcome, Latico. 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 Welcome.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do
Thank
it,
you, Clockwork.
that
Very
means
generous.
Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Sweating bulls. Alright. Yeah, welcome to the Discord. Owie's account.
What? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot! What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Oh, much time in this
There's
one.
no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Is the Monokuma file there?
There's no other possible
There we go.
cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot.
Got it!
No, that's wrong.
That statement just went, owie.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Say vomited blood. I hope we say vomited blood a whole lot more.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Get it in there. It's clean.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most
like she
likely,
ate glass.
Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Let me show you this picture I drew.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Hell yeah.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
Nice, Chappelle.
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections.
Clockwork,
A,
show off your
B,
awesome new
and C.
vertebrates.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well done to you.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
No, it's section A.
Shoot!
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I got it! The poison was actually in section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched
Don't
it
worry,
out.
Ghostin.
That's
You're fine.
why.
I didn't see it.
What do you mean?
I mean this.
What?
Master!
What the? What are you doing?
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out.
Also
What's
trying-
so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Glug, glug, glug.
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Welcome. Pablo PK5. Oh yeah, we get an all Chiox on this one.
It's protein powder.
Pro-pow.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Where did it come from? Kadenaibiakua. That's a stupid thing to say. Kadenai Toko. Oh, that's better, Olive. Kadenai Toko. Shit! Chris, just get yourself together. You're all counting on you to make delicious puns. Do it. Do it. What's the question? What am I answering? Can someone tell the question? What am I trying to get? Someone just tell me, like, what is this? Wait. Where was the poison? Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, cool. Where was the poison? Okay, here we go. You think Chris T can't spell protein? Not on your life, bucko. I take it every day. Drink. Oh, God.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true,
Big
right?
brain Makotes.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
More like
Once
Max
you
in the
accept
dark
that,
room, right,
it becomes
guys?
obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
Hell yeah.
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Well, just shut up. Footprints.
I got it! footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I'm looking directly at it.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A.
Hell yeah, it's
where
our
I
picture
found
we
the
did,
bottle
guys.
meant for the
Look,
poison.
it's there again.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Go.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Owie.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Why?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Why is everybody admitting this shit?
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Guys, I'll just admit, I killed Sakura. What are you gonna do?
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting
As your
strange
king,
ever since
treason
the
will
trial
never
began.
be unpunished.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her.
So
She
what?
deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
Even tea?
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Why would Aoi do that?
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here.
Honey.
What matters is outwitting the
Honey.
opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Uh-oh, Kyoks and Byakuya
How
going
many
at it.
times do you plan to repeat yourself?
as many as it takes
Don't
to get through your
misunderstand
skin.
me.
Yeah,
I'm not
so.
saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked
Oh,
room?
that's right. That stupid
Well,
thing.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean,
My fist in
why
your
would
mouth!
someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
Hold on. This is getting intense. I got here. Had to get a cucumber.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf.
You're a real...
And because of
Dum-dum.
that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, like life.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac! Hell yeah!
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Big Mac! Hell yeah.
First, that's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the
Ground in front of... Yeah. When I grabbed...
Okay.
And then I moved from section C to section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison and left the cap. That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
First, I went to section. That's when I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the powder. Yeah. Okay. And I moved from section C to section...
Yeah!
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from section C.
What do y'all
And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein.
I like that I was aggressive with everyone cheering me on. Yeah, Chris, first try. Ugh!
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Well... You see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
No more new
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
Well, she kind of earned this.
Why don't you explain it?
Why are you putting this on me? You're doing this!
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Eat the glass. Then you answer it! I'm not the one leading this train of thought. Thank you, Original Note, for following. Golly!
Shoot!
This is not the time to put me on the spot, big sis. I don't see you trying to groom Hero to be a detective.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
That you're gonna make me
How
answer?
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Just like life. Wait, where was it the bottle should have been when I broke?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality,
Hero speaking of.
that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
That's right, Niggy. Get intense.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Ooh, Biox, not a good look.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Yes, I would like you to take the reins of this investigation.
Huh? It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered,
Also, it's
did
more like a
anyone
plastic
move it
bottle.
or trip over it, or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
God, he's losing it.
How can you know what I don't know?
Oh, man. Your fragile male masculinity. Where Makoto just says, quiet male masculinity. Makoto's. He keeps secret in his plums.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
There's not a doubt, just tell me.
Until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein,
There's not a doubt until the
locked room was unlocked.
It absolutely.
So you're someone planted it there?
No. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
If I get this,
When it comes to that protein can,
Big Mac,
there's not a doubt in my mind.
It's about to.
Until the
Locked room was unlocked.
Ronald McDonald! God damn! Well, that wasn't a good line anyway.
Shoot!
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're someone plant?
No. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was
In there before the
No.
rec room was unlocked.
I gotta fire that one off and get it out of there.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying
Okay, I got it, guys.
planted it there after we got the door open?
Big Mac.
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! No! Get... No! Shit.
When it comes to that protein
Shit.
can,
Alright.
there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had
To be. It was in there before the rec room.
was unlocked.
Oh, shit.
Shoot!
We are running out of time. Well,
When it comes to that protein, there's not a doubt in my mind.
I've got plenty of
Until
help.
The locked room was
Unlocked.
I know that wasn't right, but
Shoot!
I...
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there
The whole time.
It had
To be. It was in there before.
before the rec room.
Oh,
was
God! Oh, shit, guys! Holy crap! I lost a lot of time! Wait, the locked door was unlocked? Wait.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the
Locked room was unlocked.
it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after...
No, that's it had to have been in there the whole time. It had
To be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the
The locked room was unlocked.
I don't know.
when it There's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
God.
Shoot!
Wait, it just for... I did grab both of those and hit the things, right? I took one, hit the other one, I took one, hit the other one, right? I did both those. Okay, so it's not a grabby.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind until the locked room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind until the locked room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can,
Got him.
there's not a doubt in my mind until the locked room.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba!
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein, there's not a doubt until the locked room was unlocked.
It absolutely was.
So you're saying
Got him.
someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
It had to be. It was in there before the
Rec room was unlocked.
Golly! Holy shit!
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Got him.
Until the locked room was unlocked.
Yeah.
Shoot!
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until
The locked room was.
it absolutely.
So you're saying someone planted it there after...
No. No, that's it had to have been in there
the whole time.
It had
To be. It was in
there before
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba!
the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're...
Someone planted it there after we got the...
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had
To be. It was in there
before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt
until the locked room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can,
there's not a doubt in my
until the locked room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes
to that protein, there's not a doubt
until the locked room was.
it absolutely.
So you're saying someone planted it there?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind until the locked room. It absolutely was not.
So you're... Someone planted it there after...
No. It had to have been in there the whole... It had
To be. It was in there before...
No, that's wrong.
I'm loving it! I thought I did that!
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
No more deaths!
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
I didn't give up, guys, though.
Those pieces weren't just scattered
I didn't
around
give
the
up.
protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
That's right.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was
Thanks,
broken.
Zeminis.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
You got that
As
right,
long as
Kyoko.
it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle. knowing
Suicide.
Exactly what it was.
Precisely.
Oh shit! You could have
She was
used that.
alone in a
Wait.
locked room. All she had was the poison.
Strike it from
What
the
other
record.
possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Don't you dare throw this
We
on
need
me.
to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Son of a...
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
One quick teeny tiny break. I'm back.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Alright, guys. Oh no, Hina.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying?
Fire one of the things!
Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong!
God.
Just let it end already!
I can't see!
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Oh, I hate to tell you
Do you have
this.
any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
God!
I hate you! You're a liar!
God, hit the
What are
thing!
you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already!
Okay.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Oh, man. I'm about to prove to them!
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
So the death powder was on... So the death powder was on Sakura's foot? Talk about suicide!
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by
Yes!
the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
It was only on an instant, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
I like how Thomas
which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
No.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
I guess she wanted to see the poison herself.
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her. Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it.
That's sad.
But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Tergliafera.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her
Don't
from
be
doing
smug
what she
when we're
did.
talking about this.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it.
This poison's had a wild ride.
Someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Was Hina
You
trying
did
to hide
it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there
Those
near the
purple
door.
eyes are too much. I'm sorry, girl.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions
Eyes are too
were.
much, but you yell at her when she closes. Oh, that's it. Yeah, she can't win, Jamel. Sorry.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Oh.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
She wanted to defend
There,
her.
you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room.
I get wanting to, like, defend your
When you
friend
left the
from,
lab,
like, being
all you
admitted
had was the
suicide, but
empty
you're gonna kill
protein
everybody
can.
else. It'd be
Thinking
better
about
just
it
to
like that, the footprints make
admit
perfect sense.
that something terrible happened more, rather than kill more people.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room, while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed.
But I'm too big of an
You
idiot.
should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine
kill
the
us all.
investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
That's Brock. He doesn't.
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
These are truly noise-canceling
is.
headphones.
Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh, God. Alright. Shit. Save. Oh, I can't say. Oh, shit. Okay. I have to go through. Alright. Okay. Tucker got to the rec room early and hid somewhere. Toko, wait. Put it back upside down. Where's that? Where the hell's that one? Oh, there we go. Oh, shit.
The killer
Alright,
is
I think I got that
you.
one.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Wow, I did that.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Time to put on pants, guys. You will never see. What? I messed something up? Oh god. Oh, are these two? It's the same thing. It's just... Gosh. Yeah, that's crap.
Here's exactly what happened.
That's crap. God,
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Just in case.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
And now I'm wearing pants. Gotta keep it friendly.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote
That's a
down
good
her
thing
name,
to be thinking of Fumi's pants.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
This was the
Assuming
easiest one. I
Sakura
honestly
really
did
was
understand
dead this
every
time,
part of it.
she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows,
Like
she was
Chris
still
Chris.
alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
She
She
just
turned
do,
the
like,
rec
kill
room
each
into
other
a
and
true
kill herself in
locked
front
room
of everybody?
scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And
Roll.
there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
Ha!
And the one
We
who went
figured
to
it
all
out.
that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case.
Tina doesn't have to die, though, does she?
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to
There we go.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Me. Yes, Mom. Okay. Oh, God. Alright. These A's are piling up. A! Yes! The score was perfect. Just like the man who achieved it. We did it. Awesome. I'm gonna end on this part. Because I have to go to work. Otherwise I'd stream a little longer. Well, guys. Nice.
Okay. I think...
And then we'll see the execution, whatever that is, next time. Thank you so much for everyone being here. This was a lot of fun. Alright.